Hi everybody, going live right now. I think I've been on for a couple of seconds. Just going to wait for a couple of people to join the live broadcast. I know that Birgit was busy letting everybody know that I'm going to go live tonight. So we'll just give it a couple of seconds, let everyone go live, and can just show them what's going on here. Right, how's it, Rudolph? I don't know. Can you just drop me a comment? You can hear me loud and clear. So every week I'm going to be doing these live broadcasts just between a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just to give everyone an update on how it's going with CIT. That's the program and the project that I'm personally involved with as a founder and an owner. And if you've joining in for the first time and you haven't heard about CIT, it's Crypto Index Token. It's a project that we started in January. We're gaining momentum steadily but surely. And if you want any information, you're more than welcome to private message me, and I'll let you know how Crypto Index Token is going. It's one of my pet projects, and then adds just to the multiple income streams that I'm busy doing online at the moment. And I started one that's South African based a little bit earlier this week, which I'm having a few little nagging issues, but we'll get over them, and it's going to make a lot of South Africans happy, as well as a lot of people around the world. That's the shopping thing. So if you don't know about that, you'll probably get a message from me sooner or later. But this is all about CIT. Payments were made out this week. Let me just drop into my phone here and quickly just check what we did. I think we are on $150,000 that we're busy trading for everybody through cryptocurrency at the moment. For this week, we paid out about half a Bitcoin. Each person got 4.4 decimals, I think 331 or 311, paid for every token that they've already purchased with us. And the messages already started coming through about 30 minutes ago, with the guys just saying how well everything has been going so far with cryptocurrency and their little investments, if we can call it that, so far. So if you haven't purchased some crypto index tokens, make sure to do that. We haven't dropped anybody at all. We've been giving some nice positive returns of between 3 to 4% as payouts every week, and then the other 3 to 4% goes into the long-term trading account, which is just growing. And I don't know if you just saw the market Friday, Saturday, things started looking up. Sunday it really looked up, and today and yesterday we were looking at 10% increase on some of the cryptocurrencies out there at the moment. Bitcoin did well, but there's a lot that's doing a little bit better over the weekend. But the graph is looking up, and I think this might be the point that we've been waiting for with regards to cryptocurrency to go further into the last or the latter part of the year, looking positive. So pretty excited about that. There's a couple of questions that people had asked me with regards to cryptocurrency, and especially with CIT and our website. And I made a couple of notes here. And the one was, is there a new link to our CIT long-term portfolio? I'll launch that early next week. Two of my traders are down with illness, so they're trading, just waking up, doing the trades, that and the rest, so they're not feeling 100%. So we've agreed that we'll have that out early next week with your next announcement on your weekly returns. So then I'll ask Birgit also to include it into the posters from there on in, so that every week and each week therefrom, we can just see how the long-term assets of the business is going. To tell us about withdrawal details, members don't know about it. Okay, this has been talked about on our little group for a little while, and that's just how you receive your withdrawal. So when you withdraw, if you're withdrawing today, anytime from today and next week Tuesday, you would receive your withdrawal next week Thursday. Man, I don't know what the dates are. Let me just quickly look here. Give you guys a better idea of the dates. So if you're requesting a withdrawal anytime from, for example, today and next week Tuesday, you'll receive your payout the following Thursday. So payouts or withdrawals are made to the clients a week in arrears. It's very simple to explain. So I got my dog running around here. It's funny, but it's very simple to explain. Because we put as the maximum amount of money we can possibly into the trading, it takes a little bit of time to, first of all, convert it from the different coins back to a single coin, all right? And then once we've got it into Bitcoin, back into Bitcoin, to get it from Bitcoin out again to send to you guys. We're working on a couple of scenarios to make this, to speed this up and make it or as instant as possible. Once we get there, I'll make an announcement and let you all know, and then we can test it with the next person, and then carry on from there. So in the meantime, just bear with us. Payouts are being made, but it's a very manual process at this stage. So we'll continue forth as we've been doing now. And my calendar popped up here. So if you kind of requested a withdrawal from the 24th, between the 24th and the 31st, you can expect it the 2nd. If you request a withdrawal, if you request a withdrawal from now until Thursday, you'll receive it next week, Thursday, the 2nd. If you request a withdrawal from the 26th to the 2nd, you'll receive it on the 9th. So it's always a week in arrears. So between the 9th, 10th, between the 2nd and 3rd, a week arrears, that would be when you would receive that withdrawal request from us. Another one of the questions that popped up was that people were messaging me this week is, what's the next goals and steps on the stairways to heaven in CIT? Great question. At this stage, the big focus is, and I've mentioned it almost every week, is just to build the clientele base. If we can build the clientele base, we'll be progressing a lot quicker. And that would suit everybody, because remember, the first goal is we'll sell out our tokens. We need to get the tokens out there that the value of the token can obviously increase, and that's the one side of your earnings is the token's value to increase substantially over the period that you invested with CIT. And then the more members in, the greater the trading account, which means we can spread larger amounts over even more coins. And this will help, obviously, the traders be able to grow our weekly returns. Currently, we're sitting with about $150,000 within the active members that have participated and bought tokens so far. And this is growing, obviously, from week to week. And if we can get that up to 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 plus, and it continues to grow, then we'd obviously be able to see the dividends pay off very quickly. But the first goal at the moment is to try and get as much attraction to our project as it possibly can. And then, yes, one of the things that everyone must understand is there's no profits coming into the company other than tokens that we've purchased as owners. So we earn exactly the same way as you earn, or my team. My team earns exactly the same way that you earn. There's nothing that's being deducted or fees that's being charged for anybody for the service, barring that you've paid your withdrawal little wallet fee of $25. So if you've paid that, that would be extra income to us, and that we use to assist with, obviously, monthly costs and then any developments that we want to do. At the moment, we're busy talking to a couple of website designers, and we're trying to get some costs surrounding some of the ideas we have. We've got quite a lot of ideas, and the feedback that's come from you guys has been immense, and a lot of positive feedback and very clever ideas on what we could add to the website. And one of them was a question I saw that's coming up is, obviously, how can we get a button, some sort of percentage button in the back office to split, withdrawal and compound a percentage X, Y, Z. from day one, this has been something that we've been looking into, and we'll continue to just research this. I think we have found something. It's costly to put it into the system the way we want it. And we also want to spruce up the website and give it some freshness and give it some color and a little more attractiveness. So the team and I are working on this. And as things progress, we'll find the right time and place to do this upgrade and relaunch. Well, not relaunch, but just give it a fresh look and then put it up for you guys to access, and we continue from there. Let me just have a look at some of the other questions. What's next? Goals. Okay, so the next goals would be that. And then obviously to hopefully we see rises in Bitcoin, and that just brings in a weekly income and makes that a lot more positive. Will social media bounty contest be ended earlier because it takes much longer until all stages are done? Yeah, well, obviously we thought that we would be well into a couple of the stages by now. And I think one of the questions that's missing here is, why is it taking so long? I think it's taking so long, and I'm honest here, I think it's taking so long because of the transparency of this project. We're not promising, the stars and the moon and fridges falling from the sky and all these funny things that a lot of other projects, are promising people. They are promise X% per day, X% per month, or so much percentage in a 24-hour period. No trader knows how much they're going to make today. It would be unrealistic and just wrong of us to tell you that you can expect this definite amount every single day or every single week. So we take it and we give real results, and I believe that we'll be seeing results in the future of double digits on a weekly basis and things like that. Well, I really hope so. I think we'll get there once we've sold enough tokens and the capital is there. So in the meantime, it's just about getting rid of the tokens. Would we pay out some of the bounty? It's been put on the table. The team has spoken about it very, very briefly. It's something that we need to just go and investigate. More tokens that come out through the bounty has its pros and has its cons. So we need to know how to do that in the best interest of all of you. I think it needs to be thought through very, very carefully before we just jump to paying out tokens of the bounty contest. I think we should continue with the bounty as it is, and in all honesty, for the guys that are participating, everyone I know, he's actively participating in the bounty. If he continues to actively participate, he's just going to be gaining more and more tokens through it. But I do understand and respect the request to possibly look at this happening a bit sooner. If I may, let me get you some feedback on it. Let me discuss it with the team, maybe some of our larger token holders as well that I know are participating in the bounty. And I think that's the best way and the right way to do it, is just find out and make sure that we're not doing anybody in by releasing tokens too soon for the bounty. Another question that was asked is it possible to add that button? I thought it would be coming up, the automatic reinvest button. I've answered that question, so I hope I did everyone justice with regards to that. And will it be soon possible to bring together purchase and account balance? That's been put through to the programmer. I need to find out exactly what the challenges are with that. I know that we as a team have mentioned that a few times with regards to just fixing up the back end with that little balance that's in the back. It happened with myself and with a team and quite a few of you that when we bought our tokens, there's this little bit of BTC just hanging around at the back. So we're going to just see if we can put that transfer it into your account, and then obviously it will add up to purchase a couple of more tokens. So if there's no more questions from everybody, then I reckon I've covered everything that was asked. If there's anything else that you guys need to ask, just drop it in the comment section. But if you're new to CIT, you better know. It's good to know that we started this project in January. We've been running since then. We've been paying out everybody week in, week out. Average of returns of about 2.8 to about 4.5%. There is a poster in our group that gives up the whole year's worth of payouts in a trend. We continue to see that growing. We continue to see the numbers growing. We are almost on our way to 300 members, which is fantastic, and they're very loyal, and we look after each other, and we'll continue to be doing this and growing this. The team's got a couple of other ideas in the pipeline, maybe some other income opportunities that we would be looking at adding into CIT. A lot of people are asking me about the mining. So just remember, Eternity Mining is a project and it's totally independent of Crypto Index Token. Crypto Index Token does have, when we're reading our business model, it's got mining involved in it. That mining happens once we finish the stages of our token sale. So we'll continue to pursue selling those things out as soon as possible. I also just need to make mention that a lot of people joined a couple of businesses throughout the first 6 months of this year that were making a lot of promises, and friends that didn't want to really believe in this project at that stage because it was so new and fresh, and we just didn't have a history as of yet. And honestly, I can understand where they're coming from, but we're dumping it into other things where a lot of people worldwide were losing money. And locally, I was reading in the newspapers how a lot of my friends and colleagues were involved in a couple of projects, and the guys just up and left. So they were just offering unrealistic numbers. I think numbers and returns that people wouldn't be able to maintain it. Ours is a lot more realistic. It is what it is, and everything that we do just gets paid out to the client as such. So make sure that if you're interested in working with CIT, it's a passive opportunity. If you're interested in making it a business, there's obviously the business model to it, but I mean, it is a passive opportunity. At this stage, I'm just endeavoring to find as many marketers as possible, as many teammates that want to climb on board, that we can make the wheel turn a lot quicker. We can get the clients up into the thousands, and everyone can benefit from this awesome opportunity that's been created. Other than that, I hope you guys have had a great week. Thanks for joining in. If you need anything from me, pop me a PM, and I'll kindly send you the information with regards to CIT and get you started as soon as possible. I think that the project that we've created here is just going to go from strength to strength, and I'm meeting so many people the last week that are interested in joining. I think they're just trying to make sure that their ducks are in a row, that they can jump in. And then thank you to all the people that joined over the last week since I spoke to you last week. Thanks for everyone. We've got a couple of nice big investors that have joined us this week. It's promising to see that the investors are trusting, and there's a lot of our current clientele that just invested a lot more. So the trust is there, and I really appreciate that you trust us with your goals and dreams, and allowing me to make one of my goals and dreams come true, and that's just to create a lovely, stable online business for the future and for many, many years to come. Otherwise, have a great week, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.